we're back with Cooking with Sharon, and we've done a lot of different entrees, vegan. We've done some breakfast things, and we've done some savory, some sweet. Well, I have another option for us today, and it is going to be for that person who is focused on trying to cut carbs out of their diet. And we're going to put that in here. And then I have some Italian seasoning right here, about a tablespoon, I think a tablespoon and a half. We'll mix that in along with some grated Parmesan cheese. I love cheese, and our crust is going to be amazing with this cheese in here. Now, if we're trying to make sure that we're low sodium, don't put a whole lot of salt in it. Actually, this probably doesn't need any salt, but I'm just going to add a little today. But if you're following like Optavia, that brand, that plan where you're doing a lean and 3 greens, I think it is. This is a great option. You would not put salt or pepper in. And then some of these other things on here you would not add, but the basic, what I just showed you right now, is part of the Optavia, a lean and 3 greens. So, hey, we're giving you different options here to make sure that you can incorporate into your diet healthy. We have a little bit of black pepper, and then I don't know if you have these at home, but if you don't, it's all good. I'm just going to take glove, mix everything together, and then I have here you want an oven ready pan. And you can do this a couple different ways. Now, this recipe actually it'll equal out to, I believe, 2 servings, based upon the plan, the Optavia plan, or, just in general. If you're not measuring out and portioning out your food, that's cool too. But I'm just telling you what the serving is for this. So, usually with this, we would make them into individual round like pizzas, but I'm going to make a family size pizza. So we're going to put it in a pan. You can put it in a dish, like a flat dish. Our crust is going to be a little bit thicker, but if you want a thin crust, you make it how you want it. And the pan size determines that. So this is all thoroughly mixed. Make sure your oven is, first of all, make sure that your, whatever you're using as your crust pan, it is well greased. I just use a little bit of cooking spray, and we're going to make our crust. Form it into this little dish. And make sure your oven is on to 400 degrees. And again, this is something very simple and easy that you can make at home. Kids could even do it, and they'll actually have fun doing it because everyone loves to make pizza. So we have our crust ready to go. Almost. I'm just going to even it out. And then we're going to put it in the oven for about 15 to 20 minutes. Again, the temperature is 400. So we will pop it in and be back to finish it off. Okay, so our pizza crust has come out of the oven, and we are ready to finish it off. This recipe is actually for, what it calls for is a Margherita pizza. So essentially what that is tomatoes, and I have low-fat mozzarella cheese here. So this is what's making this, the whole entree very healthy. But, I'm just going to do a little twist today because I love spinach and I like red onions. And so I'm going to add that to today's. But just so you know, the standard regular recipe that would follow the 1 lean and 3 greens, or, whatever program that you're on, does not include the additional toppings. So, and then I have fresh basil that we're going to top it off with at the end. So also with this sauce, I used I think you saw in the beginning part, a low sugar sauce. Now we could have made our sauce from scratch. I chose and opted to have an easier, quicker approach. So I chose a sauce that's going to be lower sugar. And then I kind of doctored it up. You don't have to, but this sauce you can actually take right out of the jar and use. But we're just going to build our pizza. That's why I said this would be fun for the kids to make. But we're going to put the pizza sauce down first. And then we will add our toppings. Very simple and healthy. No carbs, remember. No carbs. That's what we're trying to avoid, is all the additional carbs in our diet, at least for this particular recipe. You can cheat every now and again, but today we're going to keep it carb-free. All right, so we have our sauce. I actually had a little bit extra that I put in, so that's why we have some left over. But this was about a half a cup of sauce. And then I'm going to layer it with tomatoes. Oh, that was the original recipe. I apologize. The Margherita pizza includes tomatoes. So I have pre-sliced these. And these are Roma tomatoes. You can use regular tomatoes. I like these a little bit better. But as you see, we're just layering. And then I'm going to add in, you want to put, because you don't want it to burn, I'm going to put the spinach underneath my cheese. Obviously the cheese will go at the end, but you want to make sure that it's going to be covered. And this is actually going to be really good. I can tell already. And like I said, carb-free as far as our crust is concerned. So we have spinach. Like I said, I love spinach, so I piled it on. You can do whatever you want. You can have whatever toppings that you want. And then I have red onions. I love red onions. And then we are going to top it off with our low-fat mozzarella cheese. I have it right here. And we'll just sprinkle it on top, just like that. Very simple. And, I mean, if you want to fatten it up, that's fine. You can go ahead and get the real deal, but this is actually just as good too. All right, so then after we make and pile up our pizza, we're going to put it back in the oven, 350 for about, 8 minutes, just so everything melts down. All right, and then once we get done, I will put fresh basil on top. So, can't wait to try it. Okay, I'm super excited. We have our pizza fresh out of the oven, and we're going to cut it up and enjoy. So, this is kind of like Lito's pizza. I don't know if you all have ever seen like the square pizza, but we'll just cut it into squares and enjoy. I mean, this is going to be, filling and delicious. So, again, this is no carbs. So we don't have a crust, our standard bread crust. But, like I said, that's really hot. We have our pizza right here. So, that looks awesome. And it's ready to go. So tell me, check it out. Why don't you try it yourself at home and let me know what you think. Again, this is no crust. Well, it is a crust. It's just a chicken-based crust. And so it's going to be filling, Margherita style, and voila. Easy and very healthy for you. So check it out. Let me know. And thanks again for joining Cooking with Sharon. Oh, I didn't put my basil on top. Oh, well.